Hello and welcome to the Daily Comic and Collectible, episode 344. Now, today, the collectible of the day is the Hasbro Toys Marvel Legends series Retro Kenner Line Incredible Hulk action figure. Dr. Bruce Banner, struck by gamma rays, turned into the Hulk, an enormous hero with massive green bulk. This 3 3/4 inch scale version of the Incredible Hulk is detailed to look like the Hulk character from Marvel Comics. Figure contains multiple points of articulation with comic-inspired deco, complete retro style down to the Kenner-inspired packaging. Released on a blister display card by Hasbro Toys. Now, the comic of the day is Incredible Hulk, Volume 1, Issue number 204, with a cover date of October 1976, with story by Herb Trimpe and Lynn Wein, art by Herb Trimpe, and cover by Herb Trimpe. This issue is titled Vicious Circle. Since their arrival from the Microverse, Jarella has been put in quarantine for her own safety. The Hulk cannot understand this and goes on a rampage across Gamma Base, demanding that his love be released. General Ross leads the Hulkbuster in trying to contain the Hulk. Captured by the brute, Ross tries to explain that Jarella's quarantine is for her own safety, but the Hulk doesn't understand or want to listen. However, before General Ross can be harmed, a helicopter drops a containment dome on the Hulk, and he's quickly knocked out by gas. Later, Bruce Banner is made to watch the footage later in the company of Professor Kerwin Cronus. Cronus has developed a device that can send Banner back in time to the moment the Hulk was born and prevent it from ever happening. Banner cannot make up his mind on what to do about the situation because of his love for Jarella, but Betty and the others plead with him to give it a try. Banner later visits Jarella in quarantine, where he explains his situation. When Jarella assures Bruce that she loves him regardless of his outer form, Banner decides to go through with the test. Soon, Kerwin Cronus is having his time travel equipment built at the site where Banner first tested the gamma bomb that turned him into Hulk. Cronus explains the device will send Bruce back in time into his body on the date of the accident, and he will have full recollection of the future that will allow him to change the course of history. Soon enough, Banner is placed on the device and is sent back in time. He's shocked to find himself inhabiting the body of his past self, just moments before the gamma bomb test. When Banner spots Rick Jones driving out to the site of the bomb test, he rushes out to warn the youth. However, this time, Banner does so from behind the protective barrier, calling to the youth to make him run for it. As the gamma bomb explodes, Banner ducks for cover, and when all is clear, he's happy to find out he's not been turned into the Hulk. However, that joy is quickly replaced with horror when he discovers that not only was Rick Jones caught in the blast, but that it also killed him. Blaming himself, Banner begins to lose his mind as the time travel device brings him back to the present day. In the present, history has been altered. Although he's no longer the Hulk and now married to Betty Ross, he still cannot get over the fact that they've all committed murder. Banner is sequestered in a hospital to deal with his trauma. However, his rest is interrupted by Cronus, whose work was ruined by Banner's breakdown. Having reinvented himself as an armored supervillain, Cronus attacks Banner. Using his chronal energies, the mad scientist is able to transform Banner into the Hulk. As the two battle it out, Kerwin sends them back in time to the year 1,000,000 BC. There, the Hulk overpowers Cronus and beats him into submission. When the Hulk reverts back to Bruce Banner, he's horrified when the Cronus suddenly has the face of Rick Jones. Suddenly, Banner wakes up and realizes that the battle was all a dream. However, he still cannot rest with the fact that Rick Jones had to die in order for him to not become the Hulk. Rushing back to the time machine of Dr. Cronus, Banner uses it to go back in time once more. This time, Banner allows history to go on its intended course. Rick Jones lives and Banner is turned into the Hulk, as history intended. Returning to the present, Banner tells his friends that he failed in his mission, but at least it's something that he can live with. Geek Fact: Bruce Banner travels back in time to the events of Incredible Hulk, issue number 1. However, his activities had no effect on current history. Instead, it created an alternate timeline and alternate Earth, Earth 20476 to be precise. Bonus Geek Fact: Jarella was the princess of a subatomic kingdom called Kai. Its people were green-skinned with blonde hair, but otherwise human. Her people, though outwardly primitive, had a long-forgotten history of high technology and magic. Side Geek Fact: After saving her people, the Hulk was chosen by the princess to be her husband, and the sorcerers used a spell for him to understand their language. It also merged Bruce's personality with the Hulk's body. Bonus Geek Fact: Kevin Cronus was the inventor of a time machine that would insert a person into their own past life. It was to be used to keep Bruce from becoming the Hulk. But as mentioned earlier, because he committed murder, killing Rick Jones, he chose not to change anything about his past at all. Another bonus geek fact: the boy Bruce Banner saved, Rick Jones, was a rebellious teen, and after feeling responsible for what happened with Bruce Banner, he became the Hulk's sometimes unwanted companion and ally. He even organized the Teen Brigade, a group of amateur ham radio enthusiasts to help him monitor the Hulk's activities. Side geek fact: Jones was present when the Hulk first encountered the Gargoyle, the alien Toadman, the Ringmaster, Tyrannus, and the Metal Masher. He was also present with the first run-in with the Fantastic Four. And final geek fact: as mentioned earlier, the Hulk's first appearance was in Incredible Hulk, Volume 1, Issue 1, with a cover date of May 1962. But the origins of the Hulk were revisited many times, as seen in Hulk, issue number 20, from April 1980, Incredible Hulk, issue number 312, from October 1985, Incredible Hulk Annual, issue number 17, from June 1991, Fear Itself, The Worthy, issue number 1, from September 2011, plus this issue of Incredible Hulk, issue number 204. Well, I'd like to thank you for joining me for another Daily Comic and Collectible, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. This is Cat Fan Comics Man, and I'll catch you on the flip. Over and out.